of veteran DIY, we seek the ever-elusive leaking badger. So today on the program, we have this garbage disposal that is leaking through the case. And basically, all you can do to fix this is replace it, really. Certainly you can get parts, but inside here, the water sits in this vessel all the time. So eventually it corrodes and works its way through the body. So I'm just going to replace it. It's probably time to replace this as well. That's looking kind of rough over here. So I think I have one of those in my bin of stuff. So yeah, it is leaking. Oh boy, that's got to go. Okay, so glad we found that before. Glad we found that before the missus seen it. I would have been in big trouble. That's bad. Okay, so that's coming out too. I guess we'll spend the next couple hours under the sink. Stay tuned. Step 1, removal of the old system. So this is the dishwasher connection. This is your actual drain line that's feeding down to that trap. And this here is the ring that releases the unit from the sink drain. So we'll get started on that, but here let me show you what we're putting in. We're going with this Moen 1 horsepower. Basically just doing price comparisons. For the upgraded Badger brand was about $100 more than this Moen brand. And so they go upwards of 300 bucks. This one was just under 200 bucks for the same size motor. Basically the same internal stainless steel choppers as the Badger brand. This one, the outer case is plastic, so that's fine. If you noticed under the sink, this one comes with an attached electrical cord. Here's what comes in the box. Here's the unit, 1 horsepower. It's actually a little bit lighter than the previous one. Here's the pre-wired cord. Now, my system actually has an outlet back here. A lot of units would be hardwired, where you would just use bare wire, take it inside the box, and wire nut it together. But you could also change if you had just a box there, you could put an outlet there and be able to control it that way and just plug it in. Very simple thing. Just look up electrical YouTube videos on how to put in an outlet. Very simple. Anyways, this is a very easy swap for me. It's 1 for 1. Simple, just plug it in. All right. With these units, most of this stuff is universal. This is the actual parts that connect to the sink. So it hopefully will just fit the one that's in there, and I wouldn't have to reinstall the new equipment. Don't need any of this, I hope. Any of the baffles. This is all part of the installation kit. Comes with a new drain pipe, but I'll be using the old one as well. Yeah, I might be using this part just to fasten it to the side of the unit here. So this hardware would hold this in place. But I don't think I'm going to be doing it that way. If I do, it'll probably end up going outwards like that. Anyways, here's where the dishwasher connection is. That just screws off. We'll just slide the hose over that, clamp it back down, put the drain there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, plug it into the wall, and we're golden. All right, so back under the sink and do the disconnect. Start removing the connections. Now this does have water in it, so having a bucket handy, to catch the water as you disconnect some of this stuff would be a good thing. Let's get some more light over here. Okay, that appears loose. Again, this is just the dishwasher. Let me get this sprayer nozzle out of the way from the sink. That should be helpful. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, that sprung a leak. So just probably get a pair of channel locks on that. It's a little bit tight. I guess I should unplug this thing. I don't need to be having it plugged in while I'm working on it. Trying to keep the cabinet from getting too wet. Just about off. There we go. Yep. You can literally, I don't know how that didn't leak before. You can literally pretty much see through it. Funny. Okay. We'll just leave that in the bucket. Turn that up for now. So, finish cleaning up the water mess I made. Per the instructions, you can just take a screwdriver and stick it right into these little ears here and give it a twist to pop it loose, because some of them can be pretty stubborn. Okay. The fun part. I don't even know which way is lefty-loosey. Maybe no. Yeah. Huh. I believe it needs to go this way. There we go. Get him loose. And that's it. It's out. And this should be reusable. This is what came in the kit. If it doesn't work, I will have to replace all this. But for now, clean up the last little drips and prep the new mowing unit. Okay, so this goes on like so. This is the new ring, but I want to make sure this ring fits what's currently under there. Here's a super gross, nasty old ring, and it looks pretty much identical. Yep, so should be no problem. So this goes on here like this. This is supposed to fit in here somehow. I don't know how. I have no idea how that goes. But this is this ring for here. And then as this goes up, under the sink, it seals it. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be part of it. Other than perhaps it goes into this ring. If you use their sink fitting, this would go in here like thus. But I'm not going to replace all this. So I guess we won't have one. Just in time. I just put my fingers through that. Okay, after consulting with the technical staff here on duty, this is the ring that comes with it. It's the gasket seal for the sink area. This is the new locking ring. It is the same size. So that goes on. You have to remove this to get that on. Then this goes on. It only goes on one way. So that'll make the seal for that. Make sure it's on there. And then this is the new connection for here, which I'll make under the sink. Actually, I'll make, under the sink. Next thing to do is lift this into place. Install it loosely. I won't tighten this ring down, just kind of hang it like that. Install the plumbing, and plug it in, tighten it down, plug it in. Yeah, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. This part here, originally I was planning on using the old Saver ring. This came out, and it will fit this. It's basically the same system. But the missus said she would rather use this one. It's a little firmer. You have to actually like really push your food debris down. It also has these additional drainage holes for water that this one does not. So water should flow more easily. And this actually just slides down into the sink ring. So this is just like the old ring. You can also use this one, but this is all the stuff that came with the new kit. I'm just not replacing this part, but that actually just slides down into that. And then you can remove it for cleaning whenever you need to. So this is the part that's going into the sink. And then this is just basically a gasket that fits down into it. And then that allows you to put this cap on if you wanted to hold water into the sink. So we'll save all this stuff in case I ever have to swap it out for any reason. But yeah, this will go in last. Back under the sink. One thing is this 1 horsepower is actually lighter weight than the 3/4 horsepower I just pulled out. What the plan is, put that up there like that. And hopefully, I say hopefully, hook that on here, partially hooked. Might have to I hope it is. So I'm going to test this. Make sure this really does fit. Where are the hooks in front of each of those? So, line it up like this, and turn. Right there. Very finicky. Okay. Should fit it. Oofda. Damn it. This is the hardest part for sure. Getting this all lined up to where you can twist it on there. And I'm sure there's a secret to doing it, but I don't know what it is. Having 3 hands, maybe. I think I got it. Yay me. All right. Definitely a bit of a battle. Now I gotta be very careful not to knock it off as I turn this. Oh, and I just knocked it off. Damn it. Okay, try that again. I really need this pointing. I really need the plumbing pointing that direction once it's up there. So here we go again. Okay, got the plumbing oriented, got the ring started. I don't want to completely lock it down, but I don't want it to fall off again. All right. Yeah, definitely like that, I think. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is put that pipe back on there. So in the instructions, they show this with the gasket on the back side of the plastic, which I find to be very odd, but nonetheless, that's the way they have it. So I'm stealing the gasket off of there because this is a direct 90 turn down, and my plumbing won't line up if I did that because let's see if I can show it, my drain is over here and this is too far from that. So what I need is this to come over and line up with that. So I'm stealing the gasket off of the pipe that came with it, putting it on the back of this, and I will use the new washer that came with it, put it on there as well, and then put on my screw nut for the plastic parts, the compression ring, maybe. Yep, the compression ring going on there. And in theory, that should do it. That should line up like this and make the seal. Screws that came in the kit. There. It's finally getting on there. One thing I do like is these actually have a Phillips thread. Well, I grabbed the wrong one. What did I do with it? Oh, I grabbed the old ones. That was smart. So the old ones are just a slotted bolt. The new ones are actually Phillips. So that's the ones we want to use because they're just easier to work with. Getting them started is the hard part, obviously. The other Phillips. Oops. Can it fight me? Sure. Of course. Why would it just go straight in? Oh my. Can't get it started. Okay, got it started. Let's see. All right, that seems snug enough. And then, what did I have going? Then this went on here like thus. All right, get on there. All right, that's started. And then the new old trap. This is just actually one I pulled out of a sink redo in the bathroom. So, first things first, I reckon. Oops. turn this down, back down that direction. What did I do wrong? I guess I did that wrong. What I should have done, put it on here first. Ow! That hurts my elbow. Okay. Put that one on there. Okay. Now that those are in place, and really you should only have to tighten these hand tight, but this one back in the back I'm most worried about. So those should be connected good enough, good and tight. And I'll take this, bring the drain for the that's for the dishwasher. Put that back on there. Oh, come on. Sorry if my big head got in the way. There we go. Peanut Gallery's asking if I'm really sorry. The answer would be no. But must be polite. Don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Because we all have feelings. Touchy-feely. Get in touch with your feelings. Screw your feelings. All right, so before I get too carried away, I want to complete the tightening process of this baby. Okay, that's probably it. That is hopefully good. All right. Ooh, yeah. So that's still got a lot of movement in it. I wish I had a little bit bigger pair of channel locks, but this is what I got. All right, well, I think it's time to test for leaks. And that's all there is to it, pretty much, though, folks. So if you can get that far, you should be golden. I don't know, that doesn't look like it's square, but that might just be me. So, start filling up the sink. The main thing I'm looking for right now is leaks around these joints. 1, 2, 3, 4 joints. One of the quick ways of telling is laying a towel underneath. Start looking for drips. So I don't see anything so far. So far so good. Nothing up here around the top. I was a little bit worried about this gasket sealing up here. I don't feel any water up here so far. Nothing coming around the sink edge from loosening that around because it did move around while I was installing this. That all looks good. Yep, so now here's that gasket that help you keep from having stuff fall down into the sink, into the garbage disposal. That's in there. Still no water underneath. And then this gasket actually fits inside this lid. It's the drain plug. You're going to need to affix that. There we go. And apply that to the drain. Let it load up with water really good. See if it leaks at all. Eventually I got to fix this faucet. We have hard water here, and so what happens is some of the nozzles in these type of sprayers end up getting plugged and start weeping weird. Sometimes you can clear it just by rubbing it with your finger. Other times it might take a soaking with, what's that cleaner called? CLR? Yeah. CLR to break up that hard water deposit, calcium deposits. Obviously it's not working with my hand. Anyways, that should be enough water to see if it's going to leak. I see no water under the sink, so that means the ring that is sealed around the actual sink is still good. So that's good. And once I release the Kraken, that'll test all my joints underneath. So as you see, it's going down. Come back under here, and absolutely no water. So that's great. We'll plug it in and test the grind capability next. Here's the plug for the grinder for the disposal. Wrap that cord back there. Everything's still nice and dry. And now this one is supposed to be quiet-er. Quiet-er, right? So it is all plugged in and ready to go. Turn the water on. Well, actually that's reasonably quiet, huh? I don't know. Sounds like a garbage disposal to me. All right. There you have it, folks. Garbage disposal replaced.